Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from the 37. Walker on first down. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35.
Come on, set, let's go.
Running with Walker again. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Texans' 35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Set.
Now run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Ready? Have the 6. Get out.
Now an inside give to Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Texans closing in, and they get to it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Broncos.
3rd and long for him here. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Short pass brought in. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Richardson fires quickly out line. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
70 Rangers, 68. Ready.
They go right back to Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, Houston.
Okay,
We set it downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 1979 Broncos. Ready.
Play fake. It's Richardson. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Texans, first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Texans.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
19, Panther 60.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Cut 19. Cut. Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Richardson to throw again. He brings it in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the set.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. a tackle, and he falls through the defense for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
The Texans finish off their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
The kicker.
All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken
The
down.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 17-yard
I know
line.
coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Ready, ready.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Go! 70.
Setting up to throw. It's completed right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Seahawks.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards.
1st and 10 at
And that gives the
39-yard
Seahawks the
line.
first.
Ready up.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on, come on. Go!
It's Walker on the give. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3.
Here
7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3.
we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk Viking 18. Bring it. Steady.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ready.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Red. 70 race. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Got it. Ready.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson will do it himself. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 2nd and 3 now.
Let's go.
Staying with Walker. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Walker trying to run for the 1st. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Houston calls it 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60. Hawk set.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. That is Nick Imahori. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be... Exactly right, because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Throwing from the gun here. He's got a man left. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He's going to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. This is Walker on 2nd. Has room into the secondary, and they take this in for the score. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Connecting on the slant. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Okay,
so the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. The game will be a 1st down, Texans.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready! 70 Lions! 79 Broncos! Let go!
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
At their own 17-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's a pickup of 3.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now he's York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk!
Here's Richardson. Finds a man right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Putting a receiver in motion. Richardson now, 3rd and 2. Waddle makes the catch. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready?
To throw, Richardson. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Okay,
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Dragon 60.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field.
Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And the Seahawks have it. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
Well, he's no longer a quarterback on that play. He's more of a running back. And what's priority number one for a good running back? Always ball security. If your number's called, you've got to tuck it away. Can't be giving your opponent any free possessions.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Okay,
1st and 10 now from the 46. To the ground with Walker. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Let's go now.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
On the ready.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, left side to Charbonnet. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Ready. 19.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Here's a screen now for Walker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Charbonnet now up the middle. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there by the rookie from Arkansas.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set up. Set go.
They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Go to him again. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field. Lining up and going for two. Escapes the pocket. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
Series 21. Seahawks 18.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang, nice
play action. It's Richardson. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 9-point advantage. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. 18. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action. Complete out to the right. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pass play on first and 10. Brought in right side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. to Walker from the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Go! 65.
Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, he'll give to Charbonnet. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
60.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting the completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
19, 18, pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Looking to tack on the point after. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They're running for it with Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, play action. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's brought down after a 4th gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Tag. Bravo 80. Track 60.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. It's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that 1st. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Now facing 2nd and 10 following that false start.
Here we go. Set. 19 target.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go.
Walker now from the gun. We'll have the 1st down and even more. Here he goes again. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Look good on the point after. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2.
Texans 34, Seahawks 32.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Let's go. Ready.
Running this one left. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Street, Cowboy 80.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Trap 60. 19 Lions. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be fourth and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On the jump.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19. Cougar 19. Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Texans.
Ready.
So first down from the 41.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60, 70 Timberwolves.
Man in motion here. Here's Etienne on first down. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. Strength, the agility. I thought they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Well-designed run. Here's Richardson. So the Texans come away with their own win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Seattle.